pleasant day to each and everyone. First, let me introduce myself. I am Jolina Parangan. I will report the continuation of the lessons that are assigned in our group under the subject Retention Strategy. We have to know what is the meaning of retention strategy inside the organization. In this strategy, organization aiming to ensure that key people stay with the organization and that wasteful and expensive levels of employee turnover are reduced. They will be based on an analysis of why people stay and why they leave. So, we have to analyze all the reasons for staying or leaving the organization. The first one will be through attitude surveys at regular intervals. After having the survey result, the retention plan should address each of the areas in which lack of commitment and dissatisfaction can arise. The actions to be considered under each heading are listed below, and I will discuss it later. The first one will be pay. This considered the compensations and benefits that employee will receive. So, problems arise because of uncompetitive, inequitable, or unfair pay systems. So, the possible actions include: so, upon checking, you have to review the pay levels on the basis of market surveys. Next is introducing job evaluation or improving an existing scheme to provide for equitable grading decisions. Next is ensuring that employees understand the link between performance and reward. You have also to review the performance-related pay schemes to ensure that they operate fairly. Adapting payment by result system to ensure that employees are not penalized when they are engaged only on short runs. The last one will be tailoring benefits to individual requirements and preference, involving employees in developing and operating job evaluation and contingent pay systems. These reviews so that it will help you analyze if you have a fair pay system and to avoid misunderstanding how the company pay the employees. Job design. It involves the task and performance of the employee in the job requirements. It is also identify the skill of the employees and competence to ensure the effectiveness and efficiency of the organization. Employee dissatisfaction results if jobs are unrewarding in themselves. As an employee, jobs should be designed to maximize skills variety, task significance, autonomy, and feedback. And the organization should provide opportunities for learning and growth of their employees. Under this will be performance. Employees can be demotivated as time goes by if they are unclear about their responsibilities or performance standards. If they are not informed about how well they are doing, and the worst, they may feel that their performance assessments are unfair. The following actions can be taken. express performance requirements in terms of hard but attainable goals, get employees and managers to agree on those goals and steps required to achieve them. The next thing will be encourage managers to praise employees for good performance but also get them to provide regular, informative, and easily interpreted feedback. Performance problems should be discussed as they happen in order that immediate corrective action can be taken. This means as you praise them, you should point out also the weakness in their performance in order for them to know and strengthen the weakness you said. Lastly, under the performance, you should train managers in performance review techniques such as counseling if the employees need to. Brief employees on how the performance management system works and obtain feedback from them on how it has been applied. This will help so that you can analyze the performance of each employee inside the organization. Learning and development. Resignations and turnover can increase if people are not given opportunities for learning and development. If we recall, they discussed this about training and development in TAD. So the new employees can go through an induction crisis if they are not given a proper training when they join the organization. Learning and development programs should be developed and introduced that you should give employees the competence and confidence to achieve expected performance standards. Training should enhance their existing skills and competencies, as well as help them to acquire new skills and competencies so that they can make better use of their abilities. It will be better to them if they can multitasking. This will help them to take on greater responsibilities, undertake a greater variety of for them to earn more under skill and competency-based pay schemes, ensuring also that new employees they can quickly acquire and learn the basic skills and knowledge needed to make a good start in their jobs. They should quickly adapt so that they can go along with other employees. Lastly, increase employability inside and outside the organization. The next problem will be the career development. Dissatisfaction with career prospects is a major cause of turnover. More employees recognize that to develop their careers, they need to move on, and especially in today's flatter organization where promotion prospects are more limited. Those individuals who acquire a portfolio of skills and may consciously change direction several times during their careers. These are called multi-skilling process, provides for the availability of a greater number of qualified people as the more changeable job markets of today. But
There is still everything to be said in most organizations for maintaining a stable core workforce, and in this situation, employers should still plan to provide career opportunities. One of them are providing employees with wider experience.
Having a wider experience makes employees to be fit in the standard. Career development. You should introduce more systematic procedures for identifying potential, such as assessment or development centers. Lastly, you should encourage promotion from within, developing more equitable promotion procedures, providing advice and guidance on career paths they walk on. Commitment of the employee should be also analyzed. How dedicated they are in the organization, or how they engage themselves in the company. Commitment can be increased by explaining the organization's missions, values, strategies, and encouraging employees to discuss and comment on them. Along with that, communicating with employees in a timely and candid way with the emphasis on face-to-face communication through such means as briefing groups. You should constantly seeking and taking into account the views of people at work, providing opportunities for employees to contribute their ideas on improving work system. This means you should welcome their point of views, ideas to these work systems. Introducing organization and job changes only after consultation and discussion. Overall, this means communication is the best way to increase their commitment in the company. Lack of group cohesion. We all know that unity is very important in the corporate work. So, employees can feel isolated and unhappy if they are not part of a cohesive team, or if they are into confusion by disruptive power politics. Steps can be taken to tackle this problem through teamwork or team building, which means setting up self-managing or autonomous work group or project teams, emphasizing the importance of teamwork as a key value, and rewarding people for working effectively as members of teams and developing teamwork skills. Dissatisfaction and conflict with managers and supervision. I happened to ask someone, one of the problems why they resign in the company is also their co-employee, given that the company is good. Common reason for resignations is the feeling that management in general, or individual managers and team leaders in particular, are not providing the leadership they should, are treating people unfairly, or are bullying their staff.
As the saying goes, people tend to leave their managers, not the organization. This problem should be remedied by selecting the correct managers and team leaders with well-developed leadership qualities, training them in leadership skills and in methods of resolving conflict and dealing with grievances. Introduce them to a better procedures for handling grievances and disciplinary problems and training everyone in how to use them. Recruitment, selection, and promotion can result simply from poor selection or promotion decision by the organization. It is essential to ensure that selection and promotion procedures match the capacities of individuals to the demands of the work they have to do. Basically, this means always select employees according to the job specification. Over marketing. Don't give false hope or create unrealistic expectation about career development opportunities, tailored training programs, increasing employability, and varied and interesting work can. If this not match with reality, this lead directly to dissatisfaction and early resignation of the employee. Care should be taken not to oversell the firm's employee development policy. This can achieve by using realistic previews as part of the selection process. Flexibility strategy should be developed a flexible firm by providing for greater operational and role flexibility. Steps to be considered when formulating a flexibility strategy are as follows. First, take a radical look at traditional employment patterns to find alternatives to full-time permanent staff. This will be the result of segregating the workforce into a core group and one or more peripheral groups. Second, think about outsourcing, getting work done by external firms or individuals. Lastly, encourage multi-skilling to increase the ability of your employee to switch jobs or carry out any of the tasks that have to be undertaken by their team. This will help not only the employee but also the organization to be more effective and efficient. Thank you once again for listening. Have a nice day ahead, everyone.